and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my dear friends, I am Edward Ryan Richard from Grade 5. From crisis to catalyst, changing challenges into opportunities. This topic has an immense significance in all our lives. Before sharing my ideas on this topic, I would like to have your kind attention towards the screen. Dear audience, what is this image? May I have some answers from you? It is an LPG cylinder. May I know the expansion of it? It is liquefied petroleum gas. Did you know that this word LPG has a connection to our economy? It is liberalization, privatization and globalization. In the year 1991, India was facing an unprecedented financial crisis. The crisis was triggered by a major balance of payment situations. The crisis was converted into a global opportunity by these three policies: liberalization, privatization and globalization. By quoting the famous French author Victor Hugo, the then finance minister Dr. Manmohan Singh said, "No power on earth can stop an India whose time has come. We shall prevail, we shall overcome." Dear friends, being challenged is inevitable. We face challenges through the phases of our lives, in our personal life, in our career, financially, or even globally. Though crises can be deeply troubling, they also serve as an important catalyst for creative thinking and action. That is the reason I want to tell the story of a real-life hero, Papati Patti. My mother was heading a rural branch of a bank in Tamil Nadu. When my grandmother had to go to Kerala, my mother had no choice but to take me along with her. I used to accompany her to every inspection she had to carry out, and I loved the drives through the scenic villages of Tamil Nadu. My mother was a familiar face to all the villagers, and she was loved by all. I was also lucky to experience that love from the most innocent class of people in our society. One day, my mother took me to a small village where I may forget its scene when I grew up, but I will never forget its aroma. That was a street which made my favorite snack, Ney Murukku. I asked my mother, why did she get my favorite snacks from here? My mother just laughed and said, "Yes, now you have to thank them for it." As my mother stepped down from the car, everybody in the street started to talk to her like good old friends. After the chit-chat settled, my mother took me to a small house where an old woman came with open arms. She spoke to me, but seriously, I didn't understand her language. She was speaking Tamil. But the language of love is same across the entire universe, isn't it? She gave me a plate full of murukku and 2 packets of it. On our way back, I asked my mother, why did she like that party so much? My mother hugged me close and told me, "She taught me a great lesson in life, little one." I was curious to know more about her, and here I am to narrate the success story of a 70-year-old woman who was abandoned by her children and to support her paralyzed husband, gathered all her spirits to form a self-help group along with 15 other women. Papati Patti used to make Ney Murukku, and her husband used to sell it across the local streets and households. But one day, tragedy struck when her husband suffered a paralytic stroke which made him bedridden. Papati Patti was left alone with nobody to take care of her. And one day she came to my mother's office asking for the job as a sweeper. My mother was deeply saddened by her plight, so she sanctioned her a self-help group loan of 2.5 lakhs. Along with 15 other women, and now Papati Patti has a flourishing business where she makes authentic Tamil Nadu snacks, and her snacks find their way into the best supermarkets around the district. Papati Patti has proven to us when a woman stands up, She stands up for the entire society. She also proved to us with her life that any challenge can be turned into an opportunity. The mindset we adopt during the face of crisis can determine whether we win or we lose. A positive mindset can fuel creativity, resilience, and motivation. Surround yourself with positive influence and practice gratitude. If you want to turn a challenge into an opportunity, follow these steps. Start it with faith, drive it with skill, power it with partnership, strengthen it with teamwork, grace it with respect. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.